Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Eminence in Shadow, season 2 episode number 7 reaction. Okay, the previous episode, few things happened. First of all, we get to see Delta, who was dispatched to take care of John Smith. She immediately recognizes him and Sid tells her to go in a different mission and not to tell Alpha about it, while Alpha, Gamma, they are under the wrong impression that they thought that Delta's dead or something. So Alpha's pissed off at John Smith, and while all of this is happening, then later on she goes on to take care of John Smith. Again, she also recognizes John Smith as Sid because of his techniques, and but she's confused. She's like, "Why are you doing this?" And it's kind of heartbreaking to see Alpha kind of say that, yeah, you just, like, why don't you tell me anything? I want to help you out and everything. But Sid is like, oh, everything will be revealed in the future. So yeah, while all of this is happening over there, Mitsugoshi and the other company, I forgot the name, MCA, I think, yeah, they are both going down. And over there, we get a little bit information about Yukime's past and how she wants to take care of Carter because they have like a history. And in the end, we get to see Yukime go off to take care of Carter, and that's where it ended. So let's see what happens in today's episode. This is episode number 7. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is the preference. And let's get started. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Well, yeah. People are lining up for. Is that Alpha? Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, there's all the coins. Something precious. Yeah. Bro. Everyone's pissed. Wait, is that Yuki Man? Yeah. Oh, there he is. Yeah, who is it? Okay. He's kind of correct. Yeah, they don't know anything about John Smith though. Oh, there she is. Is that Yukimi? Yeah, it's her. Oh, there she is. Bruh. Okay. Damn. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Something that we could provide. Damn. Yeah, she's like, what's the point? Like, even after. Oh my god, this is like full on misunderstanding. Uh, it's crazy how nobody's blaming him. Like that's how much of, I guess you could say how much they respect him. Like they're not even saying like, oh, he betrayed us, like like something like that. She's like, oh no, it's our fault. We weren't able to keep up with him or something like that. Yep. What's happening? She's like, the hell is going on here? All right, here we go. She's like, okay, I feel like Alpha should realize now that something is weird going on. Yeah, there you go. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Hasn't begun to. Wait, what? Oh, oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, yeah. She's putting two and two together. She's like, they didn't do it. That means why would Shadow do that, bro? Yeah. What is it? What is written? Okay. Oh no. Okay. Can you please tell us? To achieve it, I must forsake my former name and print confirmation. The goal will become. Ah, it's over there. Okay. All right. He had at least like wrote a letter to them, in even though it was coded. But Sasuga. Um. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, and we can be bigger than ever. I could learn from. Oh boy. That's Gatan, isn't it? That's just fine. Oh no, that's Delta, not okay. I thought that was Gatan. Oh my god. Yep, indeed. Oh wait, forgot about. Did they off-screen Juggernaut? Oh my god, they off-screen Juggernaut. What the hell? Because Delta's here, that means she must have taken care of the situation. Oh my god, here we go. Beating other. Hmm. She's like, oh. He's like, wait, I can keep it off for myself. Oh my god. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. Go high up and. Oh my god, wait. Um, what? Um, what's happening? Wait. No, he's the one who. Oh no no he. Oh he. Oh that's what. No wait. Okay, I'm kind of confused here. Oh wow. Wait, did she actually defeat him? Damn. Bro, shut up. Like from the beginning, you are completely. Oh wait. Oh, I just realized. Is it the Shadow Garden who took it? The money? Because they were like. Okay. Oh god. He has. Yep, I knew it. He was going to pop the pills in. That's what they do. Ah. Oh my god. Ah. Oh god, Shadow. I feel like Shadow's gonna. Yeah, Shadow's thinking that he stole the money, but yeah, that's what they. That's what everyone says. But yo, the bro. Well, he's talking about the money. He's talking about the money. Good God. Damn. Compassion. Yeah? Compassionate. Right. Bro. Yep. Where's the money? Obviously, he's not going to say that because the misunderstanding will be. Oh god, he's going to pop all the pills in. Great. Oh! Okay, that's something new. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. He didn't let him transform. What's the money? Obviously, that's. Oh god. Oh boy. Mm. Well, yeah. That's him. Mm. Bro, you killed his her family. What are you talking about? Oh no, here we go. He just wants the money. Okay, there you go. He healed her. That's nice. Oh wait, was he also the one who? Oh, okay. You should know. You know what? I should have realized that after attacking. Yeah, after attacking them in the village, he like healed them. Not them, but her, because I'm guessing her mother was dead already. Okay. I don't think there's anything over there. Oh, Iris is here. Mm, well, it's looking. Um, no. Yeah, I don't think the money's over there. Okay, where did Shadow Garden take it? Oh yeah, there you go. Because What needed to recover before? Yeah, they took. There you go. That's what I was saying. Okay, I'm kind of confused about Gertan as well because it seemed like he was trying to do something, but didn't he kill? Okay. Ah. So he didn't deliberately go into it. He was just a victim, I guess. You could say. Hmm. Yeah, they're the ones who took it. Yeah, and they'll start with a new name. There you go. Damn! Look at the money. Okay. Nice. Everything's back to normal again. They showed the money and everyone's happy. Oh god, go home, Sid. Yeah. Oh yeah, the bomb promise. Oh my god. She's like, what the hell is that? Oh my god. Okay, stop. What the hell? Damn. I guess it did come true. Yeah, there you go. It did come true. Yeah, true. You just said that. Yeah, like you contradicted yourself, Shadow. He's going on a journey. Yeah. Oh no. Wait, he wrote the letter, so. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Oh, wait, there's something in there. What the? Wait. Am I missing something? What was that? This is the thing. Like, this show is really good. However, I feel like sometimes I'm really baffled as to like there's like so many things happening at the same time. I feel like it's kind of difficult to keep up with this show. Like there's so many things, like like you have to be very careful. And like, for example, the ending scene where she found something. I'm trying to think, like, did they imply something like this before, that something was underneath this place, you know and I'm coming up with blank. I'm not coming up with anything, or is this like a completely new development? Is this a development that had already been hinted, or something like that? Because it's either of those two, in this game, in this show. It's either a development that has already been hinted that we get to see, or it's like a new development. If this is a new development, then it's like we'll get to know what that is. If it isn't, if this has already been hinted somewhere, somehow I should know what that was. I'm now drawing a blank because I literally don't remember anything. That's the thing. You're always trying to think, like, wait, was this implied before? Is this something that I should know? And like, I don't know. I feel like that's the thing about this show that's kind of like, it's very difficult to like keep up with it. Like, with the amount of crazy stuff that Shadow does, it's very difficult to kind of like there's a few things happening. Like, there's like Shadow like thinking in one way, then there's the Shadow Garden misunderstanding that in a completely different way, and then there's other characters misunderstanding Shadow in another weird way. But at the end of the day, everything kind of comes together and resolves itself automatically. So it's difficult to kind of realize sometimes what's going on, what is like, so I'm not really sure about the ending part. They showed that Delta found something, and now I'm trying to think, is that something that I should know what it is? Like, did they hint something about that in the before or something? If it is, then I'm completely drawing a blank. I don't know what that is. So that's what I'm trying to think now. Also, a few other things got cleared up here. Number one, I was kind of confused in this episode why Getan was like, oh, I have to protect her, this and that. Like, while he's the one who like destroyed the village and killed her mother. I was like, wait, what's going on? Like, wasn't he the one who did it? So why is he saying these type of things? So I guess you could say clarification. As we get clarified later on that he was good in the beginning. However, later on, I'm guessing someone probably lured him in with, like promise of power. Obviously, the cult of Diablos, they did that. And promise of power, and he probably went too far to back out, and he like had to keep committing to it, and that's why he went on a completely different path. It's something like that. It probably started with a very normal thing. Maybe like one of the cult of Diablos member came in contact with him and probably told him like, oh, you know what, like, do you want more power? Like, if you want more power, we can give it to you. You'll be able to protect this whole place, and all that stuff probably gave him like these type of like used honeyed words, and he probably like followed that. He probably was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then, little by little, he started going too far gone. And little by little, by the end of it, he realized that he has blood on his hands. And he literally almost killed Yukime and also her mother. And destroyed almost the whole village. The person and the village that he was supposed to help and protect, like, he realized that, like, I'm the reason why this is happening. And by that time, he's too far gone. So that's what happened. That I think that's what happened. By the end of it, I realized that, because yeah, at the beginning I was so confused. I was like, he kill them? So why is he like saying stuff like this? No, yeah, he obviously killed them, but like, the main reason was the cult of Diablos, them tricking him into taking the wrong steps. That's the thing. Also, another part that almost confused me in this episode, where like the money was missing. I was like, wait a minute, where's the money? Obviously Yukime didn't take it because Yukime is off to take care of Getan. And for a moment, when like just like how Shadow misunderstood that Getan took it, I was also like, wait, did really Getan take it? But then in the next scene, we see Getan saying something like, oh, I don't have the money, like something like that he tells Yukime. So I was like, wait, it's not Getan who took it. So who took it? And then it clocked. I was like, oh wait, like didn't Shadow write in his in the letter that the place where I'm going to keep the money is the place where his sister was captured, that place. So he did that. So I'm guessing the Shadow Garden girls went there and retrieved it. Another thing. Okay, the letter that he wrote. Now here's another part that kind of confused me. You know, I the letter that he wrote, obviously but I think I have a proper explanation to it now after watching this episode. Correct me if I'm wrong. He wrote a letter in a coded language. Obviously, he like mixed all the different languages to make that whole new code. He wrote that and he gave it to Beta, and he was like, "Oh, like decipher this." Left. Now he probably thinks that there is no way possible to decipher that. So he thinks that beta and none of the Shadow Guardians have been able to decipher it. So whatever's written in it, they won't be able to read it. They have no clue that like Shadow, like whatever Shadow wrote over there, they have no clue what it is because it's like encoded. It's in code language. He doesn't know that Ita decoded it, and they all have read it. So in Shadow's head, that is why he was so confused when he came in front of to take the money, and he saw the money's missing, because he didn't realize that they already decoded it and they already know where the money is. That's why the Shadow Garden girls came in and took it. In his head, he probably doesn't know. In his head, he's probably thinking like, yeah, it's impossible to decode, so they'll no way be able to read what I wrote. So here's the thing. That brings another question. Why did he even write all of that in the first place if he had no intention of giving it to them? If he coded it like that, why did he even write that letter? That's another question I was having. And I'm thinking the reason why Shadow wrote that letter at the first place is because he was practicing, I don't know, not practicing, but he was probably like making like a draft apology letter, which he planned to actually give it to the girls after he is able to get the money. So the fact that he was never able to get the money means he never gave it to the girls, gave the letter. So in his head, he doesn't have the money. So he's like, in the end, he kind of says that I'm just going to leave and let this whole thing die down. And he doesn't have the result to show the girls. That is why he's like, oh, better just like dip out now, because what will I even tell the girls that, oh, I did all of this for nothing? Because in his head, he's thinking that he wasn't able to get the money. So he's like, oh, whatever I did was all for naught. So even if I apologize to the girls now, what will I even say? That like, oh, I did all of that and the result was a failure. So he dipped out, so that they forget about it. Obviously, Shadow doesn't know that the girls already got the money and read the letter. So I'm guessing he would have probably gave the letter properly to the girls if he was able to get the money. If he got the money, he probably would have gave the letter to the girls, and they would read it and they'll realize what it is, what's happening. But the problem started here when Ita was able to decipher the code in the beginning. Shadow wasn't expecting that, so Shadow is under the wrong impression that the girls know nothing about this whole situation. They haven't read his apology letter, and they're pretty mad about it, and he doesn't have the result to show them that, oh, you know what, all that happened, I'm sorry about it, but you see, this is the amount of money I got from it. He doesn't have that to show. So he is afraid of going back to them. That's why he just like, oh, let me just dip out for few years so that they can forget about it or something, and then I'll come back. I think that's what he's thinking. While the Shadow Garden girls, they deciphered the letter, read the whole apology letter, and everything is cleared up now to them. They got the money, and everything's fine with them. They're like, oh, Shadow is like, this is all according to Shadow Sama's plan. So that is what's going on here, and I think I have an understanding. Like I said, I was confused about why did he write the letter if he did not have any intention to give it. I think he had the intention to give it, but unless and until he got the money, he didn't have the intention to give it. But his main mistake was actually giving the like coded letter to Beta, thinking that she's not going to be able to decipher it. She did it. She already deciphered it. And yeah, so that's where the misunderstanding starts. I don't know. This is just something that I think this is how it went. I might be wrong, but yeah. So it's like a layered misunderstanding going on, which is pretty typical for this show, obviously. Um, so yeah. What else? Anything else that I was confused about here? Let me see. No, I think everything else was properly. I was able to understand properly. Like yeah, and obviously the whole misunderstanding of Getan, him thinking Getan took it, and he goes and punches Getan trying to understand where the money is, while this whole misunderstanding of Getan thinking he's saying like my precious thing, and Getan was thinking he's talking about Yukime. Yukime was also thinking that he's talking about me, while Shadow's just talking about the money, and then when Getan's like, oh, there's my precious thing, or like, yeah, I give it to you, or something like that. He said, pointing at Yukime, and Shadow was like, oh, underneath that tree, is that where it is? Okay, I'm going to start digging now. That's what he thought. He thought that he was pointing towards the tree, and he was saying that the money was like underneath the tree. While you, oh god, this like whole ass misunderstanding. Okay, yeah, I think everything is cleared up now. Everything is cleared up. I understand everything, most of it at least. Like I said, the reasoning behind why he wrote the letter, I think like that's the only part that I need like I'm kind of like guessing that he wrote the letter in the first place because he thought about giving it later on, but since he wasn't able to get the money, he didn't give the letter. He at least think that he didn't give the letter. However, all the other girls read the letter because they already decoded it. So that's what I think at least. Now another part, like I said in the end, which I'm not really sure about what that implied. Delta found something while digging, while Shadows just left. So what I'm trying to think is, was that something that was implied before, or is it like a completely new development that like I'm trying to think like underneath that like that tree, whatever Delta found, was it something that I should know about? You know, maybe I'm just forgetting something. Maybe that they already implied there was something underneath it and I just forgot about it. That's what I'm trying to think, and I'm actually drawing a blank. So let me know if that's like a completely new development, or it is something that I should know about, but I'm just not able to clock it. Anyways, that was this arc. I'm guessing this was the end of this arc. I don't know what arc will come after this. Shadow is, I don't know. Shadow did say that I'm going to like just dip out for a moment. I'm not really sure if he's going to do that, and if he does that, like I don't know where we are going, but let's see. Anyways, right. So that was this episode. Overall, yeah, it pretty much wrapped itself up pretty neatly. Everything makes sense now, and everything is okay now. So there you go. Now I'm going to talk about this episode scene by scene, just like I usually do. So yeah. Okay. In the beginning part of the episode, we get to see the whole like Shadow Garden crew is very depressed. Obviously, Alpha is depressed. Just like Alpha's like, oh, Shadow has like forsaken us and everything. Yeah, and the whole like all the people are pretty anxious about getting their money back. They're like lining up in front of the banks and everything. MCA is going down. Mitsugoshi is going down. Mitsugoshi's banks are in a pinch. MCA's banks are in a pinch. So and people are just like very anxious about it. While all of this is happening, Gertan is on his carriage while Yukime is targeting him. Yeah, and Gertan realizes that Yukime is here. So he tells the carriage to stop, and he gets out. While all of this is happening, while over there Yukime is taking care of her situation, here the Shadow Garden girls, they're all depressed. Like Gamma is trying to justify Shadow's action. Gamma's like, oh, like I'm sure like he like this is like a plan. Like I'm sure he's going to come back. He definitely haven't forsaken us. And she's like, oh, what we can maybe like show them that, oh, look at this, so many gold coins we have, and that's how we can calm them down. But Alpha's like, what's the point even? Like he has forsaken us. Everything that like we started and like and everything that we did, was from his instructions. Not only that, if he's the one who made this whole situation, that means he has forsaken us. Like like he is completely just and Gamma like falls down crying. Now here's one thing that was interesting. Like I said, it's crazy to see how none of them actually blames or even thinks that, oh, Shadow did this, I don't like it, or like, oh, Shadow did this, we're not happy about it. None of them. The first thing that Alpha says when like talking about Shadow and talking about why he forsake them, she says something along the lines of, oh, we weren't able to keep up with him or something. What did he say? Wait a minute. Where's that part? Just a minute. Oh, here we go. We failed to live up to his expectation. There you go. This is the one line she says. And that's crazy loyalty, like I said, the fact that obviously she thinks at that point of time, she thought that Shadow's the one who forsook them, but she still says that, oh yeah, it's not his fault, it's our fault, we weren't able to live up to his expectations, that's why he like left us and he moved forward. And it's crazy. And not only that, here, like listening to this whole situation, even I was thinking like, wait a minute, when New comes in and New is like, oh, we have some extra information, where's that part, talks about the MCA. We have found solid evidence. We now have no doubt that the man known as Getan is leading an operation for the cult of Diablos. He has been conspiring to circulate counterfeit bills in a plot to bankrupt the Mitsubishi Corporation. Here we go. Now, when they realize that this is what Getan was planning, like, just like I was thinking, like, yeah, you know what? As soon as they know this, Alpha will be able to put two and two together and realize that something is weird here. Because here's the situation. Alpha thinks, or not Alpha thinks, but Alpha is sure that Shadow is the one who is circulating the bills, and she thinks like, oh, I don't know why Shadow is doing this, he has forsaken us, that's what everyone is thinking. When New comes in with new information that the Getan also planned on circulating the money, the counterfeit money, Alpha's like, wait a minute, if he was planning on doing it, then why is Shadow doing this? Or something like that. Like, where's that part? Let me go back just a minute. Here we go. The cult hasn't begun to circulate any false banknotes. And she's like, yeah, it's Shadow's doing this, it's not them. So that would mean that his plan is something to do with Getan. The reason why he's like circulating the counterfeit bills is not to put us down, not to destroy us or destroy Mitsubishi company, but it's probably related to Getan, and that's where she clocks it. She's like, yeah, it's weird because if they planned on circulating the bills, we know that they're not doing it because it's Shadow who is doing it. So why is Shadow doing this? Like Alpha thought that Shadow was doing this probably because like they have weren't able to provide enough result, and Shadow, like she says, that like we weren't able to keep up to his expectations. She was thinking that, but now that she realized that Getan, like this whole third factor is in progress here, she's like, wait a minute, maybe it's not because of us, but because of that. Maybe because of that, Shadow has some plan, and that's why he's like circulating the counterfeit bills. Now, obviously, this doesn't bring out the whole scenario, but what happens after this makes it very clear to them what's going on, because this wasn't complete information. What completes the whole information is Ita being able to decode the thing. Where is it? Okay, Shadow created this entire scenario. He changed his name, cut us off, started circulating counterfeit bills before the cult could execute their plan. But to what end? Like I said, still they don't have enough information to complete the puzzle. But then in comes Beta saying that, oh, we've decoded the secret message. And when they read the secret message, everything falls into place. So Shadow wrote that I have a plan. To achieve it, I must forsake my former name, print counterfeit bills, and help with an accomplice. The gold coins we have recovered are being stored in the facility where you all once helped me to rescue my sister. Like I said, I was a bit confused here because I was thinking, like, he literally wrote the letter addressing them. So I was thinking, like if he had no plans on, you know, like if he had no plans, or if he didn't think that they'll be able to decode it, why did he even give it to them in the first place? My guess is that, like I said, he was probably writing like drafts for like an apology letter, and he was like probably like practicing as to how to write the apology letter, and that was probably like a draft for that, like a thing, like a practice apology letter. And he probably had the plan on writing an actual apology letter and give it to them when he's able to get the money for, able to recover the money. But that never happens. He goes there and see all the money is gone. So he's never able to, he doesn't write the letter anymore, because he thinks that if I write the letter, what am I even apologizing for? What I did is like a complete failure. So I think that's what happened. It's like a whole misunderstanding that happened. Obviously, he has no clue that they have decoded it and they have read it. I know you may resent me for it, but I believe this choice was the best. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a draft apology letter. This was like a practice apology letter that he was writing, and he probably was like, "Oh, like Beta, take this. Try to like decode it." He never really thought that they actually might be able to decode it. I don't know. That's what I think, at least. Anyways, the whole thing is in the, they've realized what's going on, and they're like, oh, as expected of Shadow, he had all these plans. This is what they were planning. Now obviously, since the whole economy is going down, MCA is going to get destroyed like this, but we have the money and we can easily rise up from the ashes again. Yeah, he brought everything down. However, we have the money, so we can use that money to rise up again. But MCA is going to go down completely. So this is how we have taken out our competitor. Yeah, and now here they're like, wait, but what about Delta? But Delta's just there, kind of listening, and Alpha's like, oh, there she is, and yeah, they bring in Delta, and Delta's like, I'm sorry, I was given like a task, and you know what? Like, she actually doesn't tell that Shadow's the one who gave him the mission, because Shadow told her that, oh, don't tell anyone that I'm the one who. That's why she's like, oh, I went on a hush hush secret mission. And she was struggling, and everyone was like, "Ah, it's fine. We know that Shadow probably gave you a mission or something." And Delta's just confused. Delta's like, "What's happening here? Why is everybody hugging me?" Anyways, now Shadow's just having just killing, not killing, but I guess killing, all the bad people and everything. And he's in a very happy mood, and he's like, "Oh, here we are. Here's the place where all the money should be." And he reaches the place and he sees that there's nothing in there. And he's like, where's the money? And all Yukime's two, those two girls who are with Yukime, they come in and they're like, Shadow-sama, Gettan came here. No, what did they say? Just a minute. Yeah, here we go. We've lost contact with Lady Yukime. We're afraid Gettan has. And, the only part that clocks in his head at that Gettan, he didn't listen to anything about them talking about Yukime. Only thing came in his head is Gettan. And he was like, wait, Gettan? Is he the one who took my money? And then the whole misunderstanding starts again. They start talking about, obviously they're talking about Yukime, and they say that, oh, it's probably, she's with Gettan. Shadow misunderstands and thinks they're talking about the money. So she's like, Shadow's thinking that they're saying that, oh, Gettan took the money. So Shadow's angry. Shadow's like, yeah, my precious thing he has taken. I'm going to show him, you know, the consequence for that. So while all of this is happening over there, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, Yukime confronts Getan, and they have the like battle. Yukime is way stronger than Getan, obviously, but obviously, like, I'm pretty sure everyone guessed what would happen here. Yeah, he's gonna pop the pills in. Like, all of them, that's what they do, when they are not strong enough. So that was expected, obviously, but here, like, there was a section where obviously we get to see how Yukime was like, oh, you were a nice person. Maybe there is a part of you that's good, still good. So I'm going to not kill you. Yeah, that doesn't happen, obviously, because now he's too far gone. So he pops the pill in, he attacks Yukime, almost kills her, but John Smith comes in, and John Smith is like, wait, what does he say? The first thing that he says? Wait a minute. I'm here to retrieve something very precious to me. Bruh, the whole misunderstanding. Getan's thinking he's talking about Yukime. Yukime's thinking that John Smith is talking about her, while John Smith is talking about the money. So there you go. The whole battle begins, and like, obviously Shadow wins. Getan's not happy. Getan again pops more of the pills. No, wait. Oh no, he tries to pop the pill in. However, Shadow just stops him from doing that by punching his mouth. And I wasn't expecting this though. I was thinking like he's going to transform or something like the other enemies, but Shadow doesn't even give him that chance. He just destroys the pills in his mouth and starts punching him. And he's like, oh, tell me, like, where is it? Where's the precious thing or something like that, he asks. While he's thinking that he's talking about Yukime, while he's actually talking about the money, the whole misunderstanding continues. He keeps punching them, and like, in the end, Getan's like, oh, you are too strong, like, you seem like that guy who took everything from me, and yeah, and then he's like, okay, you know what, it's fine, like, I'll leave my precious thing to you, and then he's like, there's my precious thing, and points towards Yukime. Shadow thinks he's pointing towards the ground or something. He's thinking like it's under the ground or something. And yeah, so he dies, obviously. Yukime is like her back is like like gaping open, like bleeding, like, and everything. He's almost going unconscious, but Shadow like grabs her and heals her. And Yukime realizes that, oh, he's the one who's healed me when I got like attacked back in the day. And yeah, he's also the one who helped me then as well. Now, while all this is happening, Iris broke down on the whole like thing, like, just went in and like stopped like Garter and like took them and jailed them. While all of this is happening over there, Yukime comes back. The girls were like, oh, Yukime-sama, you're back. Where's John Smith? And Yukime's like, oh, he's probably burying Getan. What did she say? He's going to perform a burial. Compassionate, yeah, there you go, that's the word. What a compassionate man. While Shadow's just there to take out the non-existent money underneath, the tree. So, and like I said, I myself was kind of confused for a momentary amount of time, trying to think that, wait a minute, so who took the money? But then I was able to understand. I was like, oh, it's probably Shadow Garden, because he literally wrote in the letter that it's there. So Alpha and her team went in and took the money, probably. So yeah, that's where the whole misunderstanding happened. So Alpha comes in, and Alpha's like, like, talks about Getan, gives her the letter. And yeah, here's where we get to know that Getan obviously was a good person in the beginning, but he fell into their trap. They took advantage of his weakness, and he went too far gone. and that is why he was not able to come back. He was not able to recover back, and he became like this. So yeah. And Alpha explains everything. Alpha's like, we are part of, like, like John Smith's team. We're the Shadow Garden. Mitsubishi Corporation is actually just like the front, like the part of the organization that is in front of everyone, while we, the Shadow Garden, are like the shadow part of the whole thing. Mitsubishi Corporation is the face of Shadow Garden that everybody knows, while we, the Shadow Garden, are literally like people working behind it. So she's like, I would like to invite you to the shadow part, come work for us. Obviously, Yukima's like, yeah, it's like, like, I would like to do that. I look forward to doing business with you. They like do a handshake, and yeah, everything is okay. Everything is okay. The Mitsubishi Corporation is back. You can see that they showed all the customers that see this. Those are all the gold coins we have behind us. Your money is safe. Don't worry about it. And everyone probably like calmed down after that. But obviously, MCA wasn't able to do that. They got arrested. So their organization is down, but Mitsubishi is back. They're back from the ashes. And they're back with even more firepower, because not only do they have their own money that they have collected up until now, they even have the money from MCA, because Shadow literally looted them all and brought everything to them. So obviously their money increased even more than it was before. Like, Mitsubishi is as strong as ever, even better than it was before. So yeah, everything is fine, everything is good, except Sid. She's trying to find the money. He's trying to find the money. Delta's helping him. The fact that Delta is helping him means that Delta never really told him that all the girls know that he's like what he did and everything. I'm pretty sure Delta herself has no clue what has happened. So, Delta and Sid, both of them are working, trying to look for the money. While Delta's like, oh, you have to listen to me now. You promised me. And Shadow's like, come on, man. Like, I said that I'm going to give something to you, up what I can do. I'm not going to listen to everything that you say. Like, there's a limit to it. However, Delta's like, no, you have to listen to me. Like they're like having this whole conversation. And he like brings up stuff about like recorders and everything. And, he's like, oh, if I had a recorder, I would show you what you said, or let you hear what you said. And she's like, what's a recorder? Shadow's like, oh, it's a it's a very secret, like, what does he say? Like a secret shadow, like a gadget or something like that, he says. And then he talks about Santa Claus and about how Santa Claus never really fulfilled his wishes. And this part is kind of funny because, like, he's like, Santa never fulfilled my wishes. So, I'm not Santa. So I cannot listen to what you say. And Delta's like, wait, what? You said Santa will fulfill your wishes. So why are you talking about that you're not Santa? That's why, like, it's kind of like a confusing section. Like, he literally contradicts himself. He tells her that Santa never listened to me, and at the same time he says that I'm not Santa, so I cannot listen to you, which is like a full contradiction to his own statement. And both of them gets confused for a moment. They're like, wait, what? What are you talking about? And then he's like, okay, you know what? Whatever. I'm out. Like, I'm going on a journey of self-discovery. And obviously in his head, he's like, yeah, I cannot really tell the girls that, I wasn't able to recover that money. So what I've learned up until now is that in these type of situations, just lay low. Just lay low for a moment and let the storm pass over. They'll forget it eventually, and then I'll come back again. Okay, what's that part? I'm going to read this section. I'm going on a journey of self-discovery. They're definitely furious on me, so they're going to need a little time to cool off. Time is generally enough to solve any problem. I just have to come back nonchalantly, like at the end of winter or something. When I do not apologize. I just have to act normal. You see, I've discovered the secret technique to make sure I never lose to interpersonal relationships. Is that to exasperate them into giving up. Wow. A baby can mess up all it wants and no one complains. It's pretty much something like that. But I must trade very carefully. Why? Because while I'm the victor, I'm simultaneously the loser. Wow. And he leaves, and then Delta finds something. Like I said, I'm not really sure about this part. I'm not exactly sure what this is. This implying something? Like, what was that? Obviously, that wasn't the money. I doubt that. The money is with, and there was a whole misunderstanding between Getan and him. So, what was that? And yeah, and Delta's like, boss, I found something, but boss is gone on self discovery. So, yeah, unfortunate. That's where it ended. All right, yeah, it wrapped up pretty nicely, and yeah, everything is okay. I'm wondering what's going to happen now. Is Sid really going to go on a journey of self discovery? If so, then what? Are we going to have a time skip or something? Or maybe we're going to join Sid in his journey of self discovery. Who knows? Next episode will tell. So yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, so that is it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Eminence in Shadow. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.